Shawty looking picture perfect. Say she ready, never nervous. I wanna know like a surgeon. Give her good pipe when in person. You want the cars and the purses. Baby girl, tell me is it worth it? I'm in a spaceship, get ready for takeoff. Can't fuck with little shorty, I know that she basic. She making my dick soft. These niggas here said I wouldn't make it. I shine with a new floss.
Yo guys, what's up? I'm back from another video. So this is the first time in a wicked long time that I've been in front of the camera. But today I'm bringing you guys a gaming setup. As you guys can see behind me, I've made a lot of improvements in my setup recently, including like in-game purchases, which you guys will see for Fortnite later in the video. It's a skin collection. I have spent so much time and effort into this whole gaming setup, even money too. Like I've spent so much money on all this stuff. And by the way, this is 100%, I'd say 99.9% my money went into this. I'm just gonna leave it at this. I work a lot, so my free time is pretty much just dedicated to this. The only thing that I think was given to me in this was these little I think they're like wire wraps. I'll show you guys right now actually. There's one that goes in along there. It's just to kind of do cable management and stuff. There's one right here as well. But yeah guys, so I'm gonna go outside my door and I'm just gonna walk in and we're gonna play it like it is. I'm not really gonna show you guys that side of the room, mainly because it's pretty messy and there's really not any tech over there besides my drone bag, my GoPro stuff, my iPad, hammer, nails, a speaker, and clothes. Pretty much that's it. And there's a trash can full of stuff just because I just got these new monitors, so there's like a ton of wrapping and packaging over there. Over there. And yeah, so let's get into the setup tour, and I guess we'll just leave it at that. So as soon as you walk in, you can see that side, which is very messy, which I'm happy it didn't focus for there. But once you get to the left, you'll be able to see my entire gaming setup. Hopefully it focuses real quick.
Inside whip is really jet. The moon rock with a clock. I can't really rock. Teardrop on my homie face.
So I think I'd like to start things off pretty basic. This is just my chair. I honestly don't even remember when I got it. I think it was in my sister's room before. It's really basic from IKEA. I mean, nothing too special about that. And then starting from there, this is a 24-inch VZO, I hope I said that right, VZO TV. It's hooked up to my old HP Pavilion Wave. This is the i3 model, and I really don't use it that much anymore, mainly because I just built my own PC. You guys can see from that up there. Next up, all the way to the right of my desk, you guys can see this is a Dell Inspiron 15 3000 series. It has an i5 processor in it, and I mean, other than that, that's really all they give you. It does have 8 gigabytes of RAM, so it's very good for stuff on the go, including school. I have my Razer Synosa Chroma hooked up to that. Very, very good beginner keyboard, just $60. I mean, you can definitely find better keyboards for that price, but since it has RGB lighting in it, that's why I went with this, just to go with the rest of my setup. And then I have my Logitech G300S mouse, $30 mouse. This is what I use to start off getting into PC gaming. And then moving to the left of this, we have my Beats Studio 2 wireless. I actually do have a wire hooked up to them, which does go onto my Blue Yeti, but I'll explain to you guys that later. This is the Corsair ST100 RGB headphone stand, and then you just have your standard Apple headphones there, even though I have a S8, which I like a lot better, by the way. I used to have an SE, but I really like this phone. And then just the extra PlayStation controller, and then moving up from that, we have a VR that I got for Christmas. I put my phone in there. Before we get into the main setup, here's all my product boxes, pretty much what I built my PC out of, everything like that. Then we have some Legos and stuff, and then my whiteboard for future goals and yeah, so future goals for my setup. And then I have my drone, my GoPro, and then this camera that I'm using right now normally goes right there, so that will be back there later. And then moving on to the main setup, I have 3 25F HP monitors. They all have AMD FreeSync, and they are 4 millisecond response times with 75 Hz refresh rate. So that's good enough for me. As of right now, I'm not looking for anything crazy with like 144 Hz or 1 millisecond response time, even though it'd be very nice. Now moving down into the mouse, we have the Razer Mamba Tournament Edition. I actually had an issue with the first one that I got. It wasn't being recognized in my PC, and I heard a lot of other people had that issue. But I got that exchanged the other day at Best Buy, and then at the time that I purchased the first mouse, I also picked up the Razer Firefly, which is a $60 mouse pad. So I think if you're just getting into things, definitely don't spend the $60. And even if you're not, it's still kind of excessive, I'd say. Now moving on to my main keyboard, this is the Razer Ornata Chroma. I really like this keyboard. I tried out a lot of the mechanical keyboards, including the Black Widow Chroma. I really liked both of them, but I think the click in this I'd like a lot better. Moving on, This is my Blue Yeti. So I have my Blue Yeti. This is the Blackout Edition. I really like this mic, although I think one of my next things that I get probably gonna be the Audio Technica. I think it's called the AT2020, just because, you know, I've heard a lot of people recommend it. The Blue Yeti I like for an entry mic. And then I just have like a cheap pop filter I got off Amazon, as well as a cheap arm that I also got off Amazon. Now moving on to the PC itself, I did custom build this, so I will come down here for this. Cable management up here isn't too great because I just put Corsair HD 120s in here, which are these 3 fans that you guys are looking at. So this one, and this one, just because I put those in. So those are just fan wires. And then there's my processor, CPU cooler. I have an AMD Ryzen 5 1600 in here. And then I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is a Corsair. It is 2400 megahertz. And then moving on to my graphics card, it's an RX 570 by XFX. And then my motherboard is an MSI B350 Tomahawk. And then my power supply is a CX650M. It's a modular power supply, which enables me to change out the wires. And then I just have your standard 1 terabyte hard drive down here. You can't really see it that well, but it's there. So moving on to the back of the setup, this is where all the things get messy. So here's a lot of my cords from the back of the monitors and stuff like that. And under all those cords is my PlayStation 4 Pro, which I use pretty much every day. And I also have 2 lights here, which really help for doing live streams and stuff. That's pretty much it, besides like that air freshener. And then down here, you'll see some cords coming down, and that's about it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this portion of the video. If you guys would like to see my skin collection, stay tuned. I have that coming right now. Comment down below if you guys would want any like additional review on any of these products that I have. Even PC parts I'll do. So, and if you guys would like to build a PC yourself, just contact me and I'll let you know, like, if you're kind of new to doing it, I'll let you know like what you have to do. But I'm sure you can find YouTube videos somewhere else and that'll be just as helpful. And yeah, so that's all I got for this portion of the video. Stay tuned if you guys would like to see my Fortnite collection. If not, remember to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully view my other videos. So let's get into the Fortnite skin collection. Alright guys, so this is the Battlehound. This is one of my favorite skins out of all of them. It's very rare and not a lot of people have it. Moving on, this is the Carbide. Everybody has this skin by now, so I mean it's really nothing too special, so I don't really use it that much or at all actually. And then here's the Criterion. This is honestly one of my favorite skins. This is actually a recent release and I really like the skin. Not many people at all have it just because it came out in the same item shop that the Red Knight did. Here's the Cuddle Team Leader, one of my all-time favorite skins by far, although I do agree with a lot of people, this is a huge head on it. And then here's the Dark Vanguard, honestly one of my favorite skins out of all of them, just because of its rarity, and it just looks kind of unique compared to the Dark Voyager, which is also next in this list. So the Dark Voyager, I mean it's a Season 3 Battle Pass skin, but overall I really enjoy the looks of the skin. Here's, honestly, this could be my favorite skin out of my entire collection. This is the Fate. It's great with the Omen's cape, which we will get to later in the collection. Now here is the Flytrap. I mean honestly, I like the skin, but it's just not my thing, so I mean I'm not a huge fan of it. But moving on, this is the Leviathan. Honestly, this skin is just so funny. Like, I really enjoy using it, especially when I'm just kind of joking around and stuff. Moving on, we got the Love Ranger. I only really like the Love Ranger for the wings personally, but I mean it's an alright skin. Moving on, this is the Moisty Merman. This is one of the funniest skins I think I have. I don't know why I find it so funny. It's just I feel like nobody has it. Definitely worth it for me. Here's the Omega. By now, everybody has it. I happen to have mine customized. I hope if you have the Omega now, you should be level 80. Moving on, this is the Omen. The Omen is honestly one of my favorite skins out of all, especially since it comes with the cape, which I like to put on the Fate. Next is the Power Chord. The Power Chord is such a nice skin in my opinion, just because of its rarity. People aren't a huge fan of its looks, but personally I think it looks kind of cool. Just it's unique, you know, it's unlike a lot of the other skins. Next we got like the OG Raptor, boys. The Raptor is such a nice skin. This one's one of my first skins that I bought. Here we go, boys. Here's the Raven. You guys have all seen this kid. He's honestly nothing too special. I really enjoy the aesthetic look of the skin, but I really don't rock him too much just because of he's so common. And here's the Red Knight. Alright, so I know there's a lot of controversy of them releasing it again. No, I was not an OG Red Knight. However, this is one of the best looking skins in the game in my opinion. Next we got the Rex, and honestly the only reason I got the Rex, I mean besides collecting skins, is its backbling. Next is the Skystalker, and the Skystalker is such a nice skin in my opinion. It reminds me of World War II. Next is the Reaper. The Reaper is honestly such a nice skin to have. It's so simple, but it's so it's so aesthetically pleasing, I guess. And then the next one's the Blockbuster, other words known as the Visitor. I'm not a huge fan of it. I like how you can customize his face, but it's so common and I see it every game, I kind of just get tired of it. Next is the Triceratops, one of my all-time favorites. A lot of people don't like this skin, but I like this skin a lot better than the Rex. Next we got the Valor. I see so many people using this skin every game that I just don't really like it that much anymore. And next we have the Vertex. This was recently released as well. I really like the skin. I like to rock it more. I actually bought my friend the skin. Next we got the Wukong. The Wukong, I really hope they don't release again just because I feel like it's somewhat rare. I really like it just because of the gold accent. And then moving on, we got the Abstract. This skin I never see. This is one of my favorite skins. Even though I typically don't rock it, I just kind of don't remember to use it, honestly. Next we have the Alpine Ace USA, and this is one of my favorite skins out of all. I mean, you can't really expect much better out of a skier suit than this. Next we got the Bandolier, which is very good. I mean, I don't really like it that much, but it's a good skin. Next we got the Battlehawk, and yeah, I don't really like it that much just because the people that you'd see using it are just cheeks. Next we got the Bright Gunner. Honestly, one of my favorite skins purely because it came with the Bright Bag. Next we got the Burnout, one of my all-time favorites. It's just so clean looking. Next you got the Elite Agent, part of the season 3 battle pass. I think it was around tier 93 that you got this, and it was such a nice skin to get for in the battle pass. I still have friends that use it today, and I'll use it every now and then. Next we got the Fireworks Team Leader, which actually just came out, and this is honestly one of my favorite skins out of all just because it's like the Cuddle Team Leader. Next we got the Funk Ops, one of the rarest skins in the game at this point, even though they released it one more time. Next you got the Gumshoe. She's alright. I don't really use her that much. I don't know. And then we got the Highland Warrior, one of my favorite skins. This actually just came back out in the item shop. I would suggest you guys go pick it up. Next we got the Mission Specialist. I'm not even going to mention anything about this guy because you already know. Then we got the Moonwalker. Moonwalker is not too great, although I really like using it occasionally. Next we got the Steel Sight, one of my all-time favorites. At first I wasn't a huge fan, but now I am just because I feel like it's rare as well as it looks threatening. And then next we have the Squad Leader. He's alright. I really like the tats on his arm and how his other arm is covered up. Next we got the Sleuth. Honestly, one of my favorite skins. I wish I got the guy in the black coat. Next we got the Shadow Ops. One of my favorite skins, although they keep releasing it, so I don't like using it that much just because I see a lot of people using it. Next we got the Rust Lord. I mean, once again, you guys already know, so I can skip over that. Same thing with the Rogue Agent. I enjoy using this skin, but so many people have it, I just don't really like it that much. Next we have the Rapscallion, but it's honestly such a nice skin. It's so simple, but yet it's so like different, I guess. I really enjoy using it. And yeah, now we have the Rabbit Raider. I really wish I got the white version of this. I really like the white version. Now we're moving on to the Technique. I used to like using this a lot. Now I don't really like it anymore just because it's overused. And then the Tomato Head. The Tomato Head I feel like is very rare, and it's going to become more rare. Next we got the Toxic Trooper, which is such a rare skin, but I really enjoy using it. A lot of people hate the looks of it. Next we have the Venturion. I mean, it's alright. I don't like it that much. It gets the job done, I guess. Next we have the Wingman, which was the second starter pack. I really like him, honestly. For a starter pack, it's a very nice skin. Next we're moving on to the Zoe. I fucking hate this skin. Alright, moving on. The Arctic Assassin. This is one of my favorite skins out of all. Next we have the Blue Squire. I don't really like him that much, just cause. But moving on down to the Royal Knight. Definitely one of my favorite skins. And now moving on to the Posed Playmaker. I really like the customization options with her. Otherwise, if it was stuck as one, I don't think I'd like her as much, but I really enjoy using this skin. Then the Midnight Ops is a great skin. I really like his fake arm. And then the Jump Shot. It's alright, I don't really like them that much. And then moving on to the Chromium. These skins are actually, people hate them, but when you pair them with the right back bling, with like the Steel Sight's back bling, it gets so much better. Then the Bright Bomber. I mean, nothing much to be said here, but I enjoy using this skin, although I feel like it is now overused. Now the Brilliant Striker. This is one of my favorite skins. If you guys ever watch my live streams, you might see me be wearing this because I wear it a lot. The Blue Team Leader. Hate this skin so much. I hate it with a passion, actually. We got Snorkel Ops. I really like this skin a lot, and I think it just kind of fits my playstyle well. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's a type of skin. Next we got the Survival Specialist. Definitely up there on my list because I really enjoy pairing this with either the bow, the Highland Warrior back bling, or the Raven back bling as well. Next, we have the Jungle Scout, perfect with the Raptor backpack, perfect with the Rex backpack. I really like the skin. Next, we got the Light Show. I don't really like the Light Show that much, but I really like the Nightlight, which is next on the list, and the Nightlight is probably up there. It is definitely one of the more rare skins in the game. And then moving on to the Star Spangled Ranger, I really like this skin. It's definitely going to become a rare skin. I haven't got that much of a chance to use it just because I've been very busy lately, especially with videos like this. Next, we got the Whiplash, definitely one of my favorite skins out of all of the ones that I have. And then last but not least, probably my favorite skin out of all is the Yuletide Ranger. If this isn't my favorite, it's the Fate, but other than that, this is my favorite just because it's a classic from Christmas. Alright guys, this is going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to smash the like button, comment, like, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm in a spaceship, get ready for takeoff. Can't fuck with little shorty, I know that she basic. She making my dick soft. These niggas here said I wouldn't make it. I shine with a new floss. I got this girl in the room getting naked. She fought with a real boss. When my gang walk in, it's lit. Legit, give her the D, then she dismissed. No kiss, you test me, then you getting hit. Little bitch, I take my shot at